Audio Jungle.
It's fresh and tight from the newsstands by standards at newsstands with Michael Adekunle. Today we are on the streets of Lagos and also at the newsstand checking out what is on the front pages of these two dailies. What's on the front page of Daily Sun newspaper? All right, quickly. Presidency sacks 35 Osinbajo'S aides. Presidency sacks 35 Osinbajo'S aides. Buhari has not relegated vice president, says presidential advisor. Buhari has not relegated vice president, says presidential advisor. On to the next one. Memorial. Biafra Group lauds Jonathan for honoring Ojukwu. Biafra Group lauds Jonathan as the ex-president of Nigeria for honoring Ojukwu. Moving to a sad story here, you can see the picture of this story. Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, demolishing partly burnt building at 45 Martin Street, Lagos, yesterday. Of course, the menace that happened, inferno that took place in Lagos Island, Balogun Market. All right. Senate moves against Randall lecturers, proposes 14-year jail term. Border closures, Senate probes alleged killings by customs officers. Banks defrauding Nigerians via Western Union, says Magu. On to the next one, which is the Punch newspaper. What is the Punch telling us this morning at the newsstands? Fashola says Nigerian roads not that bad. Man, NECA disagree. Fashola says Nigerian roads not that bad. All right, another story here. Malami reduces EFCC powers, scraps asset recovery panels. Another story. Capital projects suffer 2.1 trillion naira under funding in 4 years. Reps lament judges kidnapping. Senate seeks permanent solution. All right, before we move, let's quickly check out this story. Nigeria's shame. Governor Bello's burden, Niger State Technical College. You can see the dilapidating situation of this college. Nigeria's shame, Governor Bello's burden, Niger State Technical College. On the front page of this paper, you can see, continue the story on page 9. Osinbajo fails to delay 35-8 sacking. Osinbajo fails to delay 35-8 sacking. In Anambra State, pardoned Zamfara convict arrested for car snatching rape. All right, these are the stories we have on the front pages of The Punch and Daily Sun newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more reviews. I'll be right back.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Aerial contacts. If there's an aerial, this thing, they will just, the opponents will just dribble them, take it away from them. They were not relaxed. They were not well coordinated, no unison. I'm telling you, that's why they crashed out. This Hausa oligarchy of a thing has gotten out of hand. How could you just, up to football level, sports, you want to tribalize that sector? It is not good. Golden Eagle, they have crashed out. No Southerner there. They are just talking, dominated by the North. I mean the current squad of under 17. Golden Eagle. You see how far tribalism has gone, has eaten deep into the system. Too endemic. It has eaten deep in the system.
And don't you think that's what is happening in presidency right
now? In the presidency, you see how Osinbajo'S aides, the office of vice presidency, has been downgraded, degenerated, bastardized, incapacitated. I used the word incapacity yesterday because now they have clipped Osinbajo'S wing.
Honestly.
I know they are going to render that guy useless.
The senior advisors, technical advisors, all of them.
Sacked. Technical team, economic team before, sacked without notice, without telling him ahead. He just disbanded the economic team, headed by Yemi Osinbajo. What does that look like? Is it, do you think it can happen in a democratic setup? Is it not something that happens in military regime, which you know is autocracy? So we are running an authoritative setup here. Yeah, it's not right. Look at Yemi Osinbajo, a son, senior advocate of Nigeria, being handled that way. Look at. So if people are just, like visiting us to rock, they'll be passing by, everyone will just giraffing. Let us know if Mr. Vice President is there again. No. You know that kind of thing. To say hi. My brother, it has.
But I saw something on the paper. Based on this story I read there, it said some of them were beneficiaries of this program, this social investment program that they don't need to really be in the system. And some of them get their money from donors or something like that. Just that's our social investment program. They are beneficiaries of the programs, which they are not supposed to be in the system.
Yeah, that will show you the level of corruption in this current setup, this current regime.
Which means the office of the vice president also is corrupt.
It's corrupt. No, see, no, Michael, my friend, listen to me. I'm not trying to paint Osinbajo gold in color or paint. I'm not trying to paint him blue, yellow, or white. Office of the vice presidency is thoroughly corrupt. Let me tell you, by what happened in the recent time, distribution of 90 billion naira of a thing, Osinbajo's office has been indicted. We all know. But let me tell you, corruption is corruption. A second man like that, number 2 citizen, there should be zero tolerance to corruption. You live by example. Even if something like that comes up, it will be so hard to unearthing it. It's not something that is so, open like that. It's too outstanding, man. The way the man dented his name is too outrageous. I'm telling you the point. That's why I don't normally like Baba Adeboye to come into this. If anybody says, Baba Adeboye said this, I say, no, leave the man. Thank you, he's out of it. Baba Adeboye did not bring Osinbajo. Thank you, he said it. I did not send him. He did it willingly. If God supports him, fine. I pray for him so that he will succeed. Simple. I read. So I don't blame Baba Adeboye. No, nobody should involve him.
Don't you think for the president to have taken this stern measure, don't you think there is skeleton in Osinbajo's cupboard?
Yes, you call it stern measure. I call it very grim. It's more than stern measure, man. Such measure is cruel because it's too outstanding to the whole world that he is not in good time with that guy. And he's trying to hide it. Do you understand? He's trying to cover up. No, not stern measure. Cruel measure is too cruel because of the way he comes out and start diminishing the office of the vice president, who everybody know. He is so loyal to him. See, there's a way Obasanjo and Atiku fought themselves with maturity. Bros, I don't know you know what's up there. They fought themselves to maturity. I don't know what I understand. But this time around, Buhari and Osinbajo's face off. It's only Osinbajo that is, technically managing it. But Buhari, you know his level here. You know his level of education is messing it up. He's messing that fragile. Thank you, that office. He's messing up. He's messing it up. Oh, guys, messing it up. This man is too blunt. This man is so meticulous about telling people that CEO, office of VP, is corrupt. I don't like him. I don't like that office anymore. All his aides should be pruned. He has now pruned he has pruned the whole 8. 35 out of 80. It's too outrageous. It's too outstanding. I'm telling you, what that guy did to me is very, very dreadful. Honestly, so dreadful. 35. Man, his fate of Osinbajo or Buhari. Osinbajo's fate, like we all suggested earlier, VP Osinbajo, I think what is left for him is to honor his dignity or integrity as a learned man. I think if I could be in his position, I would just bow out, no matter what it takes me. Yes, I don't look at money as anything. What I look as something is what is inside me. I comprise. I'm made up of. Understand my English? Dignity, integrity, prestige. All this encompass respect and honor that makes a man. You bow out, you just show him that you have upper hand over him. You are not on the same level with Buhari. You are more learned than Buhari. So when you see that things are not going fine and he's not managing it well, and the way he should manage this issue at hand is not being handled well.
And it seems Abba Kyari has so much overpowered
Abba Kyari
the office
has
of the
been
vice
so
president.
much, taking the responsibility of the second man. I think understand, he's not even covering up at all. He has made it open that
Very vivid, very clear.
so vivid, so lucid that I am the second person now. Why? They don't know how to scheme out. They don't know the meaning of scheming. In a democratic setting like this, there's a way you craft out something that you want to use to tell the people this is black while it is grey. There's a way you craft it. People will hear you. Look at the way they are managing Trump in the United States. That controversial Baba, my controversial father Trump. You daze him, he daze you. You tweet against him, he tweet against you. Kanye West talk rubbish, he reply Kanye West. He doesn't, deregulate anybody's age or level in the society. No class. But even in Nigeria, where you have classification, they don't manage it well. You don't come to some poor man and tell him you are poor. You don't come to an uneducated someone and say you are not educated. There's a way you manage it.
And looking at the vice president, he's not saying anything.
Mr. Vice President,
He's been mute.
the guy is keeping mum about what is going on, and even if you ask him, he's going to deny it. It's a payback to a job not well done. We expected him to do something in this country as a learned person, but he disappointed all of us. He now went on hiding the under what I don't know, giving us bad results. I always accuse him of allowing Christians to be killed on a daily basis. He didn't do anything about it. So many Christians lost their life in 2016, 2017, in a situation whereby Christians were killed in Unijos because they were having retreats. Benue State, Reverend Fathers were killed. In Abuja, Enugu, a Deeper Life woman was mobbed in Kano State. They nearly killed the husband because of their faith in Christ. A redeemed woman was preaching in Abuja. Early dawn, let's say 5:30 a.m., he was hacked to death by the so-called radical Muslims. You are there as a vice president, you didn't do something. When you went to Washington or New York, you were interviewed by the white journalists, American journalists. How far Christians were killed and maimed in Nigeria, you deny it. He said it's just a mere political inclination or instigation or heresy. You deny that. This time around it's playing back on you, Mr. Vice President. I'm saying it right on your face. You did wrong. God is paying you back.
It's a very big problem. You get it? I remember in those days when they give you any small stain in your body. You know what I mean? When our country was perfect country. When a man even mention your name and connect to error, you decide. You get my point? There was a man. He was his first IG of police. Make a research. His name is Eteminian Christian. Was the first police IG. You get me? I think he's second police IG in Nigeria. Babangida accused him that he hired a nini. You get my point? The man said, what kind of stain name is that to me? Huh? You take his hand and do what? With his hand. You get me? Humiliation and disgrace and mocked is too much for Osinbajo to say. It's too bad. It's too bad. You get my point? Humiliation and mocked and disgrace to that innocent man is too much for Osinbajo to say. You get my point? It's too painful. When we come, you hear this kind of thing. It's too painful. I hear as a rumor that they took paper, fly to what? To UK to keep Buhari to sign. Into Osinbajo is here. What are you doing there? You get my point? And second thing, either Buhari discovered something secret. Because you know, he's a man of no nonsense. He might have discovered something because he was too loyal to him. Was too loyal to Buhari. Something must have detected something. And
Made him act.
Made me act odd because I've never seen Buhari is the only president always allowed his vice to flow. I've never seen.
During the time of
If that bong flow, now into over the nation. Now you do the, you understand me? But what happened between Osinbajo and Buhari now? There's something wrong.
something is facing.
There is something wrong. So all what we need to see is this. To me, as a politician, my own is this. If I'm being mocked to this extent as number 2 citizen of the nation, I do what? I decide. You understand me? The office that I have is being abused. You get it? Last time we hear about 90 billion. You understand me? And yes. And all this. If I to prove myself that I'm what? I don't want this mess. To maintain my integrity and my career. I put my hand. Stop. The history will carry it forever. But when you see this kind of mess, someone is still there. You understand me? Someone is still there. Who do you look at face? Who do you look at face? Who do you look at face? Everybody. Because of what? They have disgraced you. They have put you in this kind of condition. What is good? So to me, in this interview today, answer yes. Osinbajo to do what? To resign. For what? For him to maintain his integrity and what? And he that is a fear of God person. Leave that place. Simple. And he will stand for you, for Nigerians to see that if you can leave that seat, because they try to spoil your name, or they try to put you as nothing. You take it to resign that good office, the best office, number 2 office. Somebody will now say, yes, this is a man.
But there have been speculations that the president has an hidden agenda.
Hidden agenda?
Yeah.
The president.
In terms of 2023, working together with Abba Kyari, also El-Rufai.
A president is a president. He has his policy. You get my point? And he's a man that, he's a man of integrity. He don't take nonsense. So all about the president is this. President Buhari is the kind of president that he knows. He knows himself very well. He knows where he's laid himself very well. Understand me? He's not a person that shake. You get me? So all what they said or what they talk, you remember media talk too much? They call it hate speech everywhere. So you must hear word from the same Buhari before you now bring it to public, conclude. Because the same Buhari, I remember when they said that all is a fake rumor. I remember when they said he wanted to marry 2 wives. You understand me? So you can see all those kind of things, make you to know. They say when they say that it's a clone. Nigerians say it's a clone. You remember? They say it's a clone, it's not Buhari. At last, you go to Sudan and say, I'm Buhari. You get my point? So all this is speech. So speech is too flow. especially for social media or for me. So you must be very, very intelligent to capture, to know whether it is true or not. Because today, it was too hot. But today, Buhari still married Aisha Buhari as a first lady. I don't see any other first lady. So this is what we are talking about. So there's so many things that people talk and do and cascade because you don't love your president. You understand me? People don't love president. Our president. People don't love. The Nigerians don't love their president because it's a tribalist group. You get me? So this one day now, it make us suffer and do that. They talk to president anyhow. It's the only country in the earth, on earth, that talk to president anyhow. There's no respect. You understand me? This Nigerians. It's the only country on earth that being mocked and talk to president anyhow.
So why is it so? Don't you think it's...
It's about people, according to culture, one, personality, two, who you are, three. And me, all of them don't like me. Eh? You know very well, you are witness. None of them like me. I love my president.
Why don't they like you?
They don't like me because I speak truth. I speak truth. This Bible I speak, I speak truth. I don't care for you. I don't take time for you. I tell you the truth. You get my point? Because you get on the president, I tell you, are you better than the president? You start the fight. The word toss you, are you better than the president? You understand me? In Igbo, Yorubas, all, I give you my word. All of them, nobody like me because I tell you who you are. You get me? When you talk, I give you who you are. Are you better than Mr. President? Mr. President is bad, he do this. Is he not giving your state government education to take care of you? All of them run. Because I will toss them. Eh? You bring someone for your community and you know them. Your chairman is buying no pay education for them to take care of you in your community and for you to enjoy yourself. Water, light, everything. Jobs. Why are you chopping your money and you come and bring what? A man as a president? I don't have time for that. And I love my president. I love him in my heart. Nobody said I talk from out. And everything I talk must come to pass because I love him, I know him.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The sack of 35 aides of Osinbajo by the presidency. Well, I cannot say it's good and I cannot say it's bad because I'm not in the caucus. The reason of sacking those 35 aides is a means of, I can describe it as a witch hunt on Osinbajo. Because when you remove my helper, then the work become burdensome to me alone to do. The work of my aides, I will take it, join my own work, and I begin to do it. It will become burdensome. And by so doing, you are telling me that if I like, I work, or if I don't like, I should leave. That's what you are telling me indirectly. By giving me much work, that I don't supposed to be doing, for me to be doing it. You are telling me indirectly that if I like, I do it. If I don't like, I leave it and go my house. That's what you are telling me indirectly. If I were Osinbajo, the best thing for me, but in Nigeria here, it is very difficult for black man to say I leave office.
I quit.
It's very, very difficult for black man, but if it were in the white country, the white man will just resign and go his house. But in a black country like Africa, particularly in Nigeria, it's a very difficult thing for somebody to do. But if I were to see by your shoe, the best thing for me to do, though I never tasted billion, I never tasted trillion, the best thing for me to do is for me to resign. But because I never tasted million, I never tasted trillion, I never tasted billion, Osinbajo will continue. He will continue to rule because of that million and billion and trillion he's receiving. Let him continue because of that money. But
because of money?
Now, let him continue because of that money. But if I were him, because I don't want to, shame is very, very bad. It will translate to my generation yet unborn. I understand? So, I don't want that type of thing for me to commit that thing that will make my generation yet unborn to inherit.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution.
I understand? I will resign and leave that office.
Osinbajo has soiled his hands. He has soiled his hands, and he didn't trade with caution. When they were carrying him along, doing political campaign here and there, using him to share 10,000 naira and all this one. He doesn't know that it is a setup, that they are trying to set him up. Now, he has soiled his hands. Now, he has nothing to do than to keep quiet.
You have to keep quiet.
He has nothing to do
Keep watching.
than to keep quiet or resign
For 4
honorably.
years?
Either to keep quiet or to resign honorably. But in other hands, what the presidency is doing is not proper. That is what I call abuse of power.
Abuse of power.
Yes, because the vice president has the right to recommend his aide for himself. So how can they go along in sacking 35 vice president's aides? Do they want the vice president to work alone? And it is impossible. Vice president cannot work alone. He needs his aides to carry his functions, to carry his assignment along. So it is an abuse of power. It is not justifiable. What the presidency do, it is not proper. But on the other hand, Osinbajo has mingled with them. He has soiled his hands. He did not trade with caution. So he has to bear the brunt. He has to bear the brunt. Yes. Because they are the people that gave him 10,000 naira to go and share. They are now the people that are now calling him a thief.
Allegations against him.
Thank you. And if you look at it worldly, the 10,000 naira was meant for the whole nation. But they didn't share the 10,000 in the southeast.
He went to marketplaces.
It was meant for the whole nation to share to the traders, the commoners, the petty traders, to use it to
Boost their businesses.
boost their businesses. But on the other side, we Nigerians know that it's political. They wanted to use it to buy favor from the people in order to get them to vote for them. But but notwithstanding, that money is meant for the whole nation. While we didn't see that money in the southeast, they didn't share it in the southeast. They only share the money here in Lagos, not everywhere in Lagos, and Abuja and some other places. Chikina. So Osinbajo has to answer for that. So now they are holding him accountable.
Which means it's a payback time for Osinbajo, right?
Yes. They are the people that called him to go and share the money. Gave him the money to share the money. Now they are the people calling him a thief. So he did not trade with caution. He has already tangled and mingled with them. So he has soiled his hand. So the only thing he has now is to keep quiet. And I know that he's keeping quiet. Yeah, he has been keeping quiet all this while. So, but I will advise him, instead of him to be there to be tolerating all this embarrassment and insult and unnecessary assault and abuse, it's better for him to resign honorably.
And this is where we say goodbye on today's edition of this program by Standards at Newsstands. Endeavor to join us next time as we bring you more topics in Nigeria. Always remember to keep in touch with us, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also join us on Instagram, fliptv.ng. Kudos to you, Latif Adebwale, Michael Ojo, the editor in the studio. Very, very good job from you guys. Viewers, reviewers, have a good day.